Morning, everyone. Welcome to Deborah's Quiet Corner. I'm out and about, got a lot of little running around to do, so I figure I'll come on here early, and then later I can kind of like just do things that I need to get done at the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for visiting Deborah's Quiet Corner, liking and sharing, and I really appreciate it. I see more people coming on, and I also have an Instagram page. It's Deb Payton 330. So you can also go on there. I post some of my music and some other things on there from time to time. I also have a Facebook page, Deborah Payton. You can go on there and follow me on Facebook as well. Just going to come on here briefly. We have our little discussions. Yesterday I was telling everyone to get a journal. We're going to start journaling as a group. Once the group builds, we'll get our journals and we'll start journaling our journey together in Deborah's Quiet Corner, and keeping notes and sharing each other's information. I know journals are private. Some things we'll share, some things we just won't share because of the privacy of a journal. But get yourself a journal, an inexpensive one, just some writing paper, pad, pencil. You can even use that right now, like if you don't want to go out and purchase a journal. We're just going to do some journaling. You'd be surprised how cleansing a journal can be. Journaling will help you to get through some difficulties that maybe you have like tucked away. If you start journaling some of that hurt, some of that disappointment on a bumpy road, that's why this thing is wiggling all over the place. If you start journaling, sometimes you'd be surprised how cleansing that is. So that's another good thing that you can do in your own spare time. You get yourself a cute little journal. Get a cute one with a lot of pages and flowers and whatever it is that you like. And you can even get one with a key if you want to keep it more private from family members, or you're scared somebody might go into it. And just start journaling a little bit and processing things by writing it down. It's like a release. Like when you start journaling, you're pretty much like releasing emotions. It releases a lot of things that we kind of like I said earlier, tuck away, and we can go in and excuse me, my allergies were off the chain yesterday. I'm taking over-the-counter medication for it. I might have to give my doctor a call and tell him, look, I'm taking something, but I need something way stronger than that, so maybe he can get me a script or something for it. But back to what we were talking about. Journaling is good, especially when you're going through an emotional time. Sitting down and writing those emotions and thoughts down on a piece of paper, and releasing it instead of releasing it through, like, some people release stress by eating. Some people release stress by smoking. And I'm not saying nobody's wrong for doing that. We all have different ways of dealing with our stress mechanisms. I've been lately using my workout as a stress release. Just working out, and nothing major, every morning, and then it kind of like releases that stress level for the day. Because as I said in my beginning videos, I'm a caregiver for my husband that took sick back in 2018, and we don't want no pity. We just, we thank God we where we at, and this as well as it is, because we know that it could be so much worse. So we are grateful that even though that happened, it made us have to transition into different things that we normally wouldn't do. And sometimes that happens too, like we'll voluntarily have to be transitioned into things because we get so settled, and we don't like change. We don't like to be moved around. We don't want things to change. And I'm just learning as I get older, God always makes change. He never ever leaves anything the way that it is. So sometimes the only way he can get us to do the changes that he has for us is sometimes is mandatory. Like, we're forced into it. So even in that was like a journal journey for me. The transition. I have a girlfriend named Tina, and she said, just start journaling. She says, get a journal and just start writing stuff down. She said, that'll help you get through it soon. Help you get through it better. So I took her advice, and it did. It helped me too. Even though I was kicking and screaming the whole way with the transition, because we don't like to transition. We like things to stay the same. We don't want to move. We don't want things to change. We want everything that's comfortable. And God doesn't want us to get comfortable. So when we get too comfortable, He'll shake things up a little bit to take us out of our comfort zone, to move us to the next level or where it is that He wants us to be. So we have to remember all of these things. Like, it's just no easy fix to anything. And as I said, Deborah's Quiet Corner is a time to come in and pull away and start thinking about things that we don't normally think about. How many times do you think in a day or maybe in the last month that you would like to sit down and journal some of your thoughts or some of the things that has hurt you in the past, or just to journal and just to cleanse some emotions and some hurts? Nobody, because we're so busy. Who's going to take time? You have to make time for that. Like, if you're going to journal, you're going to have to pull aside a little bit of your time that you would normally be doing something you want to do, and just get that pen and start writing down some things. And then, as you go on, you'll be like, man, this is really cleansing and really refreshing. Like, I wish I had started doing this a while ago. But, just some things we don't think about because it's not a part of our normalcy. So some things we just gradually grow to. And I think journaling is something that you have to grow to. Especially if you're not a writer, and this stuff don't have to be all correct, and everything don't have to be, all your I's don't have to be dotted and all your T's crossed. You can just write it where you can understand it, because really that's your private little space, and you shouldn't have to share that with anyone. So think about it. Get a journal. I want to start a journal corner here with us in Deborah's Quiet Corner, where we can all just journal. Get your journals, and we'll sit down and we'll just go over discussion, and then we'll start journaling some of the discussions that we've had together. And some stuff, like I said, we can share. And then there's some stuff that we can't share because it's so private, and we don't want everybody in our business. And you don't have to have everybody in your business, because all my business, I ain't putting it out there either. So nope. Some things are just that private. So I'm at one of my destinations where I need to be. So I'm hoping someone to come back up into Deborah's Quiet Corner, like, share, just come on through. Let me know you came through. Even if you snuck through and you didn't want me to know you came through, you just peeked and said peekaboo and you left out, just leave me a little comment. I'm just hoping this grows. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to be praying for more ideas. I'm going to put it really in God's hand and let God take this where He wants it to go, because if He takes it where He wants it to go, it can't do nothing but do good. Instead of me trying to do it myself, I'm saying, God, this is your project, Deborah's Quiet Corner. You lead me and guide me, and we'll get this done together. And then I know that He'll put His approval on it, which He seems to have done already. And nobody starts out 100%. I'm sure everybody that started here had a humble beginning, got discouraged, saw the numbers, nobody visiting, you posting, ain't nobody saying nothing. You gotta look past all that. I don't even look at that in the morning. I just go in with my little post, and then I come off, and then I move on with my day, because that's really time consuming. And I do check out some people's posts. I do. I'm not gonna say I don't. And I have to as well, start connecting with other people's posts that I admire, and those that I feel like are really doing something, that inspires me in some kind of way. Just show some love or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that too. So I'm just feeling my way through this thing. I'm going to be trying to get my page, so when I come on, you'll know it's Deborah's Quiet Corner. make that little movie and transfer it over to the YouTube channel. So yeah, go get that journal, get it, have it ready, put it up, because we're going to be doing some stuff up in there, and you're going to be amazed where we're going to go with this. Okay, so I'm not coming back on today. This is my segment of Deborah's Quiet Corner. I'm in my car. I just dropped hubby off to my daughters because I have a lot of running around to do. It's hot and I can't get him in and out of the car, so I'm like, let me let him go sit with her while I do what I need to do, and then I can go back and we can just take it easy in the air today. And you know, I bought him a bike so that he can start exercising. When we were going to gym like 5 and 6 days a week together. We would spend like 2 hours at the gym. We were like a staple there. We was there every day. Even some Saturdays. We didn't go on Sundays because that's the Lord's Day, and we didn't do that on the Lord's Day. We would take that time to go to the house of God. But, you know, we would go together and work out. Everybody knew us there, and he loved to ride the bike. I was a cyclist. I rode the cycling bike. He would ride like the more stationary bikes. So I got him one recently, and it is really helping him mentally. You know, it helps with your heart, it helps with your mental, it helps with your emotions and everything else. If you you know, just cycle. I walk, that helps as well. You put an hour in, 2 hours to start, you good. You just got to start somewhere. Like I'm starting somewhere with Deborah's Quiet Corner. That started over 2 years ago on my Facebook page, and now I'm exploring the YouTube. And like I said, I also have an Instagram page as a Deborah Payton, Deborah.Payton.330. And then I also have a Facebook page where I post a lot of gospel stuff and inspirational stuff on there as well. Okay, so I'm going to go into the doctor's office and drop off some documents. I hope you get that journal. I hope you start journaling. You're going to be the beneficiary if you start journaling. Take a little time out and do that for yourself, okay? All right, you know I'm signing off with peace out. Peace, 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 peace.